Hey guys, it's Zoe here. So recently Jeffree Star brought out a video on the 12th of Feb of his new palette, as you can see on the screen. Now this copped a lot of shit because people were like, oh, it's got such purple packaging, and like his other palettes like Blue Blood and Blood Sugar have been like strictly blue or strictly red. And then all of a sudden this comes out and people are saying it's not purple enough. So he's copped a lot of shit from it. Whereas he has stated on numerous occasions that purple is a hard colour to make. Like, especially in the formula. Like, thinking about it now, it's like, would you rather this palette with the formula it has and everything, and it be a decent look on the eyes and everything like that, or would you rather a more purple palette that doesn't have the quality, that's a shit quality that you would like try and put on your eyes and it wouldn't blend or anything like that, and something that you would potentially regret buying? Like, mate, I'd much rather purchase this. Like, you just need to get over yourself. Yes, it's not purple enough. Get over it. He's got other palettes where there's purple. Unless you want him replicating those purples in this same palette and just getting the same colours over and over. That's what's going to happen. Because honestly, when you are a big company like that and you are making eyeshadow palettes, you are bound to make more palettes than what you need. And you are bound to have used all these colours that you would go, nah, that would be a really good colour to put in this palette, but we've already used it before. It's like, people just need to get their heads out of their arse and understand that if they were put into a situation like this, they would rather produce a palette that everyone's going to be happy with the formula. Yes, it has amazing colours. You can see the purples, you can see the pinks. There's even like a greenish shade. There's other shades in there. Like, there are your purples. Yes, it is a purple palette, but that doesn't mean that you need like bold blah, if you know what I mean. Like, yes, he's used purples before in other palettes, like especially the Alien palette is what's kind of coming to mind. That deep sort of amazing purple there. And plus, he kind of gave away a spoiler and said that he would be making sort of a goth palette later on this year, or a goth-like palette later on this year, that maybe you can see the purples and like those deep shades that you want to see. But for now, please stop your shit. Like, seriously, you go into Google, you look up Jeffree Star Bloodlust, and all it is Jeffree Star claps back at criticism. Jeffree Star responds to criticism. New looks, everything featured, blah 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 blah. Like, everyone's not commenting on like the mini lipsticks and all that sort of stuff, and they're not commenting on the merch. They're strictly commenting on this bloody palette. If you don't like it, don't buy it. But don't try and bring down other people and go, oh no, this is a shit palette. Because honestly, you're a shit person for saying that. Keep your opinions to yourself. I get that people are opinionated, but keep your friggin' opinions to yourself. Like, most people, like 90% of people at the moment are going, yes, this is an amazing palette, and yes, we understand that purple's a hard shade to make. I'd love to see people, like all these criticizers and stuff, put into one of these factories and try and make a purple shade that has a decent formula, decent payoff, that blends well. Because I bet to fucking God that you couldn't. That you'd walk in there and you'd go, oh, it's more difficult than I thought. Nah, shit. Like, seriously, Jeffree shouldn't have to deal with this. Yes, he's a big company. Yes, there's going to be like thousands of people that are going to be happy with this. But it's those people that go and criticize this shit that make people angry. Like, for fuck's sake, he literally brought this out like 4 days ago, and yet people are still shitting on it, still complaining. Yes, I'm filming this on the 16th and it will be released on the 17th. I don't give a shit anymore. But seriously, if someone was to criticize me about something I did, I'd sure as hell go off the exact same way I'm going off now. Like, you guys just need to get your heads out of your ass and actually think about the other people who are actually looking at this palette. Like, I've heard some people turn around and say, oh, no, the lighting's making it look bad. Oh, it looks shit. Oh, it looks bland. Oh, there's not enough purple. It's like, get over your fucking self. Nobody gives a shit. Okay? You don't like the palette, just don't buy it. Simple as that. There's more for other people then. Rather than your bitchy ass just going, I don't like this, I don't like that. Why do I sound like a robot? I don't give a shit. Okay? It really pisses me off how people can just like, yes, okay, as I've said before, everyone is valid to their own opinion. But bitch, when it's ruining everyone else's opinion on it, when you're purposely like launching yourself into a situation going, don't buy this, it's shit. It's fucking frustrating. Get over yourself. Yes, you're valid to your own opinion, but don't go and force your opinion onto someone else. It's seriously like this. Hang on. Don't mind me, I'm just scrolling through my Facebook. The colours are really boring. Yeah, I'm naming and shaming, I don't give a shit at this point. I'm not the only one who's saying the colours are bland. I was expecting more purple, you know. Well, mate, I know you were expecting more purple, and yes, he has come out and said if you're expecting like a deeper, darker sort of purple, you can expect it in later palettes. Because he's making a shit ton more palettes. This palette, he has specifically stated that if you can use it with other palettes. Yes, you can create looks with strictly just this palette, but at the same time, in saying that, it's just like, why can't you just get over yourself, be happy that there's a new palette coming out that people can enjoy and love? Like, no one's mentioning the packaging. I mean, someone actually has commented on the packaging and called it like that celebration thing. I don't even know what I'm doing here. That little sort of octagon. Well, this is a hexagon, but it's like, are you serious? Why should other people have to suffer your bullshit just because you're not happy with something? Get over yourself. Show some people more respect, especially Jeffree. Because I'm sure that if there's enough comments and stuff, he is going to comment, just like he has commented already. Jeffree Star. Let's go into this, because this was literally 2 days ago. Is this even going to work? Blah, 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 blah. Whatever. I don't care about you. In December, announced that would be highly blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. Purple themed collection, including merch, the Queen Bitch mini gloss collection, and the Extreme Frost highlighter. The Extreme Frost was bloody amazing, by the way. But like, mate, just be happy. Like, for fuck's sake, that's all we ask. See, I'm seeing 90% of people are dying, gagging, and living, and I see 10% Jeffree, we want him to a few more purples in the palette. Like, he has literally said that if he could, he would make these purples more purple. And yes, we're not seeing the actual full product. We are seeing this under like heaps of lighting and everything like that. And he's even got a new formula, and people are not mentioning that. People are too like fucked over the fact that this is not a fully purple palette. Like, get over yourself, okay? I'm just gonna rant and rave, and I don't give a shit at this point, because honestly, mate. Yeah, see? I thought that there were going to be a lot of dark rich purples and golds to complement the packaging. Oh, that's a bit harsh. This looks like Jawbreaker Palette's little sister. And you spelt palette wrong, but you know. What Bloodlust should have looked like. Oh yeah, I remember seeing that. It was like a sort of... It was kind of like Bloodlust. I mean... Oh. It was kind of like the other ones. Like Blood Sugar and Blue Blood. That sort of packaging, but like dark sort of things. Mate, I feel like people don't understand how hard it is to make a purple. Like, yes, people are valid to their own opinion, and yes, I get that people have the right to whinge and moan. But in saying that, don't go and take it out on people, and don't go and start this massive fucking riot because something isn't to your taste. And yes, we are seeing these things as shown on the internet. And then all of a sudden people are saying, oh no, this is bland, like one moment, and then all of a sudden they're seeing Shane I think it was Shane Dawson, swatched the palette and then freaking love it. And it's just like, oh, well, it looked bland, and then he swatched it, and then we were like, oh my god. And it's like, it's kind of like a book. First impressions aren't everything. You may look at this palette and go, oh no, that's boring, that's bland, there's not enough purples, blah 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 blah, we thought it was going to be this, we thought it was going to be that. Just like some people even thought this palette was meant to be fucking green from what they heard from the reviews. Nobody gives a shit. As long as the majority's happy, nobody gives a shit about the minority. Okay, so if you are in the minority, please just take a step back, respect other people's opinions, because it's not like, I don't really care what you're saying about the palette, to be honest. It's like, you may say it's bland, you may say it's boring, but as long as you keep your opinion to yourself and don't try and convince other people that this is boring and bland and everything and people are wasting their money and shit. Because honestly, that's kind of what I'm seeing in some of these posts. It's like, I'm seeing some people go, don't buy this, it looks boring. Don't buy this, there's not enough purple. Don't buy this, you're wasting your money. Oh, I don't give a shit about Jeffree, I don't give a shit about anything. Well, screw you. Because Jeffree has, like, built up this massive brand all by himself, and yet he's creating these marvelous fucking formulas, which I'm sick of people seeing seeing people try and drag these down. It's unfair. It's just like if you were to try and create your own business and then all of a sudden you made one bad product. I mean, the Jaclyn Hill incident we can't really help. The whole lipstick furry shit. She went about that the whole way. Like, she went about that so wrong. But yeah, it's just like people try and like cut you down and stuff, especially when you're big in that industry, and yet it feels like some of these people are just going, look at me, look at me, look at me, I just want attention, ah! And it's just like, fuck off, seriously. So those are my parting words. Honestly, I don't give a shit what you say, to be honest. I made this video because, well, honestly, I love Jeffree. I love watching his videos. I love seeing what he creates. Yes, I don't own any products, but I don't really wear makeup that often, so yeah. But it's like, I wish people would just keep their opinions to themselves, you know? Like, a lot of people are just going, like, it's like an attention thing for a lot of people where they're literally going, look at me, look at me, look at me, when actually they're trying to draw all the attention away from this actual launch. Like, no one's mentioning the extreme frost and everything like that. Or the mini lip glosses and stuff like that. Like, they are freaking stunning. This palette is stunning. Even the packaging, which, like, no one's freaking talking about. It's different. It's unique. So, yeah, that's just my parting statement. Honestly, go ahead, because my opinion's not going to change anyone else's opinion. I'm sure as hell don't think so. But, yeah, just take into consideration other people's opinions before you go and bitch and complain about all this shit and go and spread your hate all over the internet. Because honestly, yeah, people are entitled to their own opinion and nobody gives a shit. To be honest, nobody gives a shit whether you're posting your lies and stuff, but if you're trying to convince other people that products are shit when you've never actually used a product before, never seen it in person, you've only seen it under like heaps of lighting and everything like that, then you can get fucked for all I care. So, thank you guys for watching. I know it was kind of negative, but just a parting word of advice, don't listen to people, okay? Use the product, see how it is. If you're interested in it, don't let people try and talk you out of it. That's as simple as it can be, really. Just don't let anyone talk you out of it. If you want it, go out and get it. If you don't think it's what you might like, but you're kind of sort of halfway on the fence going, oh, it doesn't really look that good, but I'd love to try it and stuff and get my own opinion on it, then go out and try it. Like, it's your opinion. I'd just rather people actually try these products and judge these products after you've used it rather than looking on the internet. Because looking on the internet and stuff, the lighting and stuff can throw out the colours. And plus, this is a purple palette. Like, you've got to be aware that purple is a hard colour to make. Simple as that. So, for now, until tomorrow,